Hello everyone, welcome back to UiPath tutorials. In today's video I'm going to show you how we can do the group buys and get the min and max state. I'm having the input data here where if you see here the G1 is repeated on the second and third rows, but the dates are different. Same for G2, the value is same in the column A but the dates are different. Now I want the result like this. So in the min sheet, if you see here, the the single G1 is used here, and 19/07/2021 is the date, which is the minimum date. Let me go back to the input sheet. If you see here, there are two rows of G1 but the minimum date is 7/19. Same for G2, there are multiple rows for G2 but the minimum date that I want is 8/19. The format is you want, if you want the same format you can do that also, but I am changing this particular format from the LINQ query that I will show you later. Now if I go to the max sheet, here I am getting the max date. So if you see here in the G1, for the G1 rows the max date is 8/20, it is 8/20. For G2 the max date is 10/27. For now let me remove the data of both the sheets and show you how exactly I am achieving this. I have used the read range activity here, passed the file path, sheet name, storing the data into DT input. So I'm having three variables, which is DT input, DT min, DT max, all are of data table variable type. I've used one assign activity where I'm cloning DT input to DT min, and here I have used a link command or the LINQ command. So from row in DT input, this is how you have to write it. Now I am putting the group by on row 0, so you can either write the row number or in the double quotes you can write the column name. It's all up to you. Now group by id equals to row 0 into group equals to group. So this is how we define the group basically in LINQ. If you want, basically if you want that the group by should be done on the two rows, then you can write here and then repeat the same line but change the column number. So as we are doing the group by on a single column, so I have just written as id equals to row 0. And now in the next line, if you see here, I have mentioned here is a let md equals to group dot min function dd bracket 1 and bracket close. So let md, so basically this is let is the way of defining the variable in LINQ. So let md, I have created one object here, and grp is something, a group that we have stored on the above line. Now group dot min bracket start function d is d in the bracket 1. So this is basically I am getting on the group bias, I am getting the minimum value. So the minimum value on the column 1. So column 1 we are having a dates. So as I told you, you can write the number or you can directly define the column name here. Now in the next line I'm using here the select dt min. This is something, a variable that I have created here and I have cloned dt input to it. I'm using it here now. Select dt min dot rows dot add. Now I'm going to add the above data that I have defined or manipulated. Now id is basically a row 0 value, md.to string is something where we are storing the date, and this is how we can convert that particular date to this particular format. If you don't want to convert it, write it as it is, but this is how you can convert it. So that's why the value that I have shown you in min and max sheet is basically having this ddmmyy format. At the end you have to do copy to data table, because I am storing this result to dt main, which is data table. Then after that you use write range activity, pass the file path, sheet name, and just pass this particular dt main here, and give the cell address from where you want the data to be pasted. This is basically to capture the data of min. Now let's go to the max part. Similar way, I am using dt input dot clone and storing it into dt max. Then I am using another link where everything will remain same. This everything is will be remain same here. Only the thing is change here. I am storing it into dt max, and I have changed the min to max here, storing back to the right range. So this I have already explained you, like this is basically used to put the data table data back to the Excel file. Now here's you have to pass the file path, sheet name, and the data table and the cell address. Let me open the file here. So for now it is blank, if you can see. If I run this and check the output, then we are having the data for G1 where 1907 is the minimum date. So this is correct. Let me check randomly for G4. For G4 the minimum is 729. So this is also correct. Now for max, let me check for G3 randomly. For G3, this is G3 927 2021. It should take this one, 927 2021. So this is how you can use the group by, where in some of the rows the values is same but the date is different, but you want the minimum and the maximum date from it. Let me know if you have any doubt, and thanks for watching it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel UiPath Tutorials. Thank you so much. Bye bye.